It is officially right. Welcome to the association. Mike Am, Tristan Thompson, John Wall with you. Look, we'll relive a little bit later what transpired a little bit earlier. The Orlando Magic victorious, but we see the Phoenix Suns had two bites at the apple to try at home to try to punch a ticket to the playoffs. Didn't get it done in the first game, but deliver it against the Golden State Warriors squad, who, candidly, Tristan, at times watching this game, it felt like maybe just they ran out of gas.
Yeah, I think the reality is I think that game against the Clippers took a lot out of them. I mean, Porzingis wasn't the same. Al Horford not making 4 threes. I mean, sometimes you just got one bullet in the chamber.
Yeah.
And they used it on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think that was the case, but I think also they went small ball. You know, no Mark Williams. They only had one true center out there. They kind of went small ball. But this is a Phoenix team that has a lot of shooters. That's a lot different than what the Clippers have. So when you're trying to double team Jalen Green and Devin Booker, they got too many spaces out there where guys can make open shots. And their role players made shots. They went 18 threes compared to the Warriors 11 threes, you know what I mean? So that's a big part of it, but look at this. 21 turnovers, 14 steals for the Suns. That's a big key in the game when you're already down seven different three-pointers.
Yeah. What did you call that, a lack of focus for Golden State?
Yeah, it's a lack of focus, especially a team that, at the end of the day, you got Steph, Draymond, you got Steve Kerr. I mean, obviously you got to hold them accountable, but, I think it's a team effort, right? The lack of focus, and to be honest, being that careless with the ball, what's on the line, I mean, they got to know.
I don't want to overstate things because you did say, and I actually steered you that way when I said, hey, maybe ran out a little bit of gas. But there's a part of me that thinks, like, in these big moments when you're trying to punch a ticket into the playoffs, is there something from the emotional fatigue? Like, I feel like if there's any team in the NBA, because of these 4 championships, this squad would be able to figure it out. But am I overstating, like, the emotional toll a dramatic win takes from a team?
I mean, this has been Golden State's season, right? I think they've been trying to figure out, like, let's just try to figure out a way to get wins. Try to keep figuring it out. At some point, there's no more life rafts and life vests, right? It's like the luck has ran out. Obviously the reality is that their team doesn't have enough depth.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries, not having Jimmy Butler. I mean, making the trades they made, losing Moody. They just didn't have enough. And you're asking guys to step outside the box and play bigger roles than they're used to. It's only so much you could do.
Yeah,
you can't turn me into a three-point shooter. I am what I am at this point.
Yeah, that's the key. I think he said, like, turning certain guys to three-point shooters and give Phoenix a lot of credit. They were able to switch a lot because a lot of guys they put on the floor could defend, switch, but make threes. But they were just right in the situation, throwing those little lobs of Porzingis or Draymond or Horford when they rolled. The weak side was there, and there was extra rotating. But they was young, and they had a lot of energy, and they wanted to win because to lose 2 play-in games at home wouldn't have been good for you.
Yeah, at home. Look, they ended up delivering in a big way, and here's some of the highlights right now. Jalen Green, by the way, absolutely balled in this one. More from him in just a moment. By the way, just a quick reminder for everyone, in this hour we got press conferences, the head coaches, some of the star players. As soon as they hit that podium, we will bring it to you. But Devin Booker, Suns ended the first quarter on an 18-4 run. Turnovers, you mentioned them.
Trampoline.
Gotta take care of that rock.
Yeah, and Jalen Green's been balling them last 2 games, man. He's been the go-to guy for them. I mean, a lot of teams focusing on Devin Booker with their best defender. He gets opportunity to get the second defender, and he's taking full advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, 17 points off of 12 Warriors turnovers in the first half alone. But it goes back the other way. Here's Steph. Got it.
You don't want to see that get going.
Because he could turn a 12-point deficit into a lead quickly.
To a tie game or a lead in any moment.
We were watching it after that one. That cut it to 7. We go, oh, like there's a run here. Pajemski, nice finish for him. He had 12 at the break. Warriors made it a 4-point game. It's 2 here. Oh, boy.
He's going to get the FGAs up.
Yes, he's going to get them up.
14 points in the first half for Green. Suns up by 5 heading into the half. A little bit later, Brooks.
Dylan the villain.
Dylan's talking smack to Steph.
Usually back in the day when you would do that, Steph would go on a 12-0 run by himself.
Rudy Gay drilling another triple for him. I mean, the guy just was sick. I mean,
he did shoot his bounce there. He went for 22 in the second half. He just had a rhythm. Like, this is all heat check right here.
Exactly.
13 points in the third quarter for him in this one. Got a Steph sighting. Buckets.
You don't want to see the fourth quarter start like that.
I got to tell you, the league is just good. I mean,
oh, man.
You want to see him out.
When the stars is out there, you want to see it.
But that's the lore. Like, we were talking about, like, hey, the system and what they, like, he kind of is the system, right?
He's definitely the system for sure.
He's everything.
Your whole defensive coverage has changed when you got to match up with a guy like that. But this guy was just getting it going, double teaming D-Book, making open shot after open shot.
36 points for Green in this one. 8 of 14 from distance. He was 14 of 20 from the floor. Yeah, that's just, what are you supposed to do in these ones?
14 for 20 from the floor, and the 6 shots he missed, guess what they was? 3.
Threes, yeah.
He was pretty good in this game.
Then you can't let this guy play one-on-one.
Because you know he's going to get to
Yeah, he's going to get to his kill zone and do everything he needs.
Devin Booker, 20 points for him in this one. Should be noted, didn't finish the game.
You know.
Let's try the showers early, get the, took him a dare early, get him a nice little grub.
Little dinner. Little nice dinner.
Little nice dinner.
Yeah, before we actually get to hear from him at the podium, once again, that's coming up in just a bit here on the association. Good sign from a Phoenix perspective. 5 players, 5 starters, all in double figures. Just kind of odd here, by the way. Fajemski going for 23, took more shots than Steph Curry. Meanwhile, Jalen Green, we showed you in the highlight, absolutely balled out with the 36. He's at the podium.
Sometimes it doesn't need any word from me because the energy is all on the floor. I'll give you a quick story about Jalen Green. No smiles all today throughout shoot-around. No smiles in the back of stage. The smile on his face now with an individual performance like that. Jalen, put that into words.
Man, I don't got no words right now. I'm happy as hell. We came out on fire. We knew this was a do-or-die game. And we left it on the floor. That's what we needed to do. So
look at the love from your teammates. Look at the respect that they're giving you because, Jalen, this is what it means in terms of now the postseason, as you say, locked in. So I want to know, how do you contextualize this moment? How do you get yourself ready for what's going to be one of the biggest tasks of this season?
obviously a big game, big win. But, take it in right now. Get ready tomorrow for this flight. Prepare with the team, everybody. And get ready for OKC.
There's no doubt about it that you deserve this moment with your teammates and everything else, but I'm going to give you a little bit of history now. I think about the Knicks in '99, I think about the Miami Heat in 2023. Can you do what everyone else is classifying as the impossible, but you and your squad believe that you can?
I believe in my squad. I think we can do anything that we put our minds to. We lock in, we come out and play hard, trust each other. Sky's the limit for us. So
8 threes, 36. Jalen Green, you deserve it all the way. Appreciate you tonight, man.
How cool is it when you, in a big game, like, you are able to deliver? Because everyone talks about Booker and what he can do. Jalen Green carried this team.
I mean, that's why they made the trade, right?
For sure.
Right, they made this trade. This is why they got off, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, right? They said, we want to bring a young scorer, someone who can be part of our future, but a guy that can put the ball in the hoop. And, I mean, especially after last year's playoffs with Jalen Green, he needed to redeem himself and show the league that, him being number 2 pick, like, I'm a gamer. I'm a guy you can build a franchise around, and we showed it tonight.
And I think just having an opportunity to learn from another guy that played a similar position, Devin Booker, that proven in this league, can win games, can make big shots, and I think this is an opportunity for him to know, okay, I'm cool with being the second option, because now the second defender has to guard me, and I know how electric I can be. So I've seen double teams, and you get an opportunity to let this guy play one-on-one that can shoot the ball, super athletic, can get downhill. He's taking full advantage of this opportunity right now.
All right, we talk about, and you heard the question there at the end, an 8th seed. It doesn't happen that often. It has in the history of the postseason to take out a 1 seed. This one feels a little different, though. OKC, this roster here, and I know that there's some positives here. You talk about the shooters that are out on the perimeter. This is a different beast, right, with the Thunder?
It's a definitely different beast. You got to think, the Thunder did what they did all year long, not being healthy. They're trying to repeat. That's what they're trying to do. But most importantly, they got guys that can defend on the other end. They all can switch 1 through 5. They can go a big lineup if they need to, if they have Mark Williams, or they go small lineup with Check at the 5. Even if we forgot last year at times, Jalen Williams played the 5 for them, so they're going to have an opportunity to do whatever they want. It's more about OKC handling business and getting as much rest as they can possible.
So the Suns, once again, game 1 in OKC on Sunday. The Warriors, they're